I'm here speaking today with Mayor Craig Copeland from Cold Lake. And Craig, I understand that there has been some concern in the community recently about incidents in the business district. Can you tell me a little bit about what's been happening there?
Yeah, we've had quite a few businesses approach us and also, phone us, and we've met with them. Concerned about, especially in Cold Lake South, about the vagrancy around their businesses, vandalism outside their buildings, and just sort of a general harassment of the paying patron. So, council is going to be looking at this. It is very concerning, but we've seen, kind of a general increase in people just hanging around in Cold Lake.
I understand that some business owners have reached out and expressed their concerns to you. Can you tell me what they're saying about how these incidents impact their clientele or their customers?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, vagrants can come into their building and go to the washroom and do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, there's really not a lot of respect there. They'll be outside your business and just sitting around or standing around and drinking and just in terms of they're also causing vandalism on the graffiti on the outside of the building. They've climbed up a ladder and gone onto the roof of one commercial building and actually shut the power off to that building. So it is alarming. It's difficult for the RCMP and the municipal enforcement officers to deal with the individuals. Um, because in most cases, when they do get charged for mischief, they're released with, that day.
Great. Back in the community and possibly doing more instances of mischief and damage, that kind of thing.
Correct. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I mean, for especially if you're a landlord of a building, you're trying to generate income, and if your businesses that are leasing from you are not doing well financially, chances are they may not renew the lease. And so this is significant, especially when you consider the amount of property tax that the buildings pay to the city. So that's why way back in the 2024 budget, when we did it in the fall of 23, council really put some significant money towards beefing up our municipal enforcement and the RCMP and of course watchdog security. So just to deal with these individuals that for whatever reason have come into Cold Lake in a big way.
I guess, are there any solutions on the horizon? It seems that there may be some upstream effects maybe that need to be addressed, maybe not by local government, by provincial or federal governments.
Well, we would really appreciate if the province considered bringing in sheriffs in Cold Lake for this specific task. But our management is working on a strategy that eventually will come to council for some conversation. But we are working with the RCMP on this file. But it sort of goes back to the whole justice system. If we're not going to be penalizing people that are just causing general mischief in the community, if we're not going to put them away in the prison system for an extended period of time, individuals are going to keep on doing what they're doing, and we need to really revamp. Even though it might be considered mischief, but we need to consider that most of the individuals that we're talking about have been charged repeated times, and this is not just happening in Cold Lake. This is happening across Canada, as everybody's seeing.
I have heard of incidents where certain individuals are released from custody and go back out to reoffend in the same night.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's frustrating. I mean, I can't imagine being enforcement person in today's world. It's tough, and we're here to support, our police force. It's just that there's individuals right now that just do not respect the process right now, and it just it's been increasing, and so there's concern. Like we just had a recent fire in the landfill the other night. And so the fire department raced out there and put out a pretty big fire. And then we also had another fire way in the bush behind the agriplex that these individuals had put on fire, and the fire got away on them. And so, the last year we had 23 fires that were done by people living in the rough in the bush. And we're seeing again the increase in the fires once again this year.
All right, Craig. Well, I hope that your community can find a solution. I'm sure you're not the only ones dealing with this, and we'll talk about it again, I'm sure.
Thank you.